What is epoch? It's a word I saw in philosophy and politics readings I had to do for school, and it's defined as an era in one's life. More specifically, a unique era that differs from the rest. I think the past year and a half, 2 years, has been marked by change and hardship for everyone. I got my driver's license at the beginning of quarantine, everything was looking good, and then it all came crumbling down. I was trying to get a job, that couldn't happen. Each day I'd wake up at 4 a.m., I'd sit in this room for 10 hours a day. It was the epitome of degeneracy. I had no obligations whatsoever. I slept 10 to 12 hours a day. I thought I wanted to do stuff. Months ago, I left the first college I attended, and I came back home, and I was faced with the same problems I initially left with. I had too much free time, and I didn't have enough stuff to use it with. I was cooped up in my house, self-exiling myself once again, and then I realized that this wasn't a good long-term situation. I joined my new college a week late, and it's the first semester, so the classes were going to be easy anyway, so I made myself get a job after a couple weeks. And while the job or school aren't difficult on their own, combined, they were hell. Listen, guys, I have a fragile ego. So going from one job where I knew everything and people respected me to going to a new place where no one knew me, I didn't know how to do everything. Kind of killed me inside, kind of killed any confidence I ever had. That and both obligations sucking up my life force, it kind of shattered me. Every week I would have multiple 16-hour days. It was just suffering. I didn't have time to sleep. I had to cram homework in whenever I could. No time for fun, though. Honestly, I don't know how I pulled through without quitting anything, but now I'm trying to take care of myself a little bit because I literally did not have time to. I feel like some people become so successful because they take on so many different things, but then they become quartered by all those things and they don't have any time for themselves. So that's what I learned from this. My mental health is fragile anyway, so I don't want to be abusing myself just to, make some money and get my education. It doesn't have to be that way. And this point, more than ever, is where I'm finally starting to see money at face value, since I have some of my own now. I know social media and the ideal influencer life is pressuring me to spend money on stuff that I don't want. But you know what? It makes me happy. Gotcha, bitch! And yeah, money may buy short-term happiness, but it doesn't buy long-term fulfillment. I would much rather put out some bomb videos or create stuff that people might not ever see, but regardless, I put a lot of passion into it, and that's where real wealth comes from, in my opinion. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I've seen both sides of the extreme over the past 2 years, but now for the future, I'm going to try to balance everything out. I want to have enough free time to where I value it, but I also, want to make sure I feel like I'm being productive. I'm trying to keep myself occupied through YouTube, might go back to Twitch, all that stuff. It was absolute torture in the moment, but now I know not to work myself like a mule and just have consistent drive to do things, and that'll bring success. Either way, this is an epoch of SwiggyShark that I'm not going to remember fondly, and hopefully the next one will go better. See ya.